Good afternoon. Welcome to Kent City Council Committee of the Whole for Tuesday, August 6, 2024. Roll call, Kim, please.
Thank you. Council President Kaur.
Here.
Councilmember Boyce. Councilmember Boyd. Councilmember Fincher.
Here.
Councilmember Larmer.
Here.
Councilmember Michaud.
Here.
Councilmember Troutner. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Any changes to the agenda? If not, may I have a motion to approve, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, first up, we have approval of minutes. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Next up, we have payment of bills. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you so much. And we have Parks, Councilmember Michaud.
Thank you so much, Madam President. We have 3 things on the agenda tonight, and starting off with someone we don't normally see for Parks, we have Drew Holcomb.
Hi, thank you. My name is Drew Holcomb. I'm with Public Works, but I'm helping out with Parks on the Kent East Hill Operations Center, which is known as Keyhawk. So let me go to the next slide here. The Keyhawk property, we had plans for power, but unfortunately PSE changed those plans and said that we needed to connect to power at the southeast corner of 256 and 124th, way down there. Because the other power locations were tapped out and at max capacity. So in order to get proper power for the Keyhawk facilities, we needed to go way down there and put in a new switch. So I'm here today with a contract from PSE to pull the wire and install the vaults. As part of the Keyhawk contract, we'll be doing the city's on the responsible for excavating and getting the conduit in and excavating the holes for the vaults, but this contract is for PSE to provide the wire and service to the site, as well as the switch and transformers. And then also on this graphic, I show a fiber coming from the fire station 74 and going to the Keyhawk facility. That's also something I'm helping out with, but this vicinity map was just to show where the power is coming from. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for Drew? Council President?
Thank you, Drew. How much additional cost is that going to be, and is that something we've already, I guess, part of the project or considered?
It's going to be covered under part of the project, but it's the contract that I'm bringing is $543,000, and that's just for PSE to pull the wire. The additional excavation work will probably be in the $200,000 to $300,000 range, but we don't have a price on that yet.
Thank you.
For the time, will it add extra time, or does this work carry on concurrently while other things are going on?
This work can be done concurrently. We're hoping to have this in the ground and energized by February.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. All right. I'm going to make the motion. I move to authorize the mayor to sign the commercial electric facilities contract with Puget Sound Energy, subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the Parks Director and City Attorney.
Second.
All right. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Motion passes. Thank you so much, Drew.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, we have, oh, sorry, I didn't look. Lori here to talk about Salvation Army Homeless Navigation Agreement.
Good evening. Tonight I'm here to present a contract for the Salvation Army Homeless Navigation. We've been working with them over the last several months to develop a new pilot for us here in Kent. It'll bring them additional 2 days and then as needed for other assistance, but for sure 2 days to assist people that are currently unhoused, provide outreach and engagement, deep case management, all the way into housing. The contract is $500,000. It is a pilot for 1 year. and pays for the expenses of all of the work that they will be doing.
Lori, how often are they here now in Kent?
So, good question. So, they're currently funded through another contract, not through the city, but I believe through the county, for street outreach for people that are living in cars. So, they primarily come 1 day a week, less than 1 day a week, but they do also come when we have a request of them or the police department have a request of them.
Okay. Any other questions for Lori?
So Lori, so today they're not coming on really on a regular basis.
No.
But this contract, they would be here 2 days a week.
Yes. And not giving up the other work that they're also doing.
Okay. Thank you.
And where is this money coming from to pay for this?
Oh, I apologize. So this is part of the 1590 funds, the legislation. 60% goes to capital, 40% goes to services. So this is part of the 40%. And this is part of the currently unallocated funding.
Any other questions for Lori? All right, well, this is great. Thank you for coming to us with this. All right, I move to authorize the mayor to sign a consultant services agreement with Salvation Army USA, subject to the final terms and conditions acceptable to the Parks Director and City Attorney.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you so much, Lori, and you're here for another topic.
Hello again. I'm here to present a grant that was received from the State Office of Public Defense for Simple Possession Advocacy and Representation, known as the SPAR program. SPAR was authorized by the state legislature, and it allowed cities and counties across the state to be able to apply for funding specifically to reimburse city expenses for public defense for possession, charges that are of possession and public use of drugs. And so it's about 10% of the cases that we currently have, and we believe that the $115,000 will pay for cases, eligible cases, of course, any expenses for interpretation, translation outside of the court, and then also any investigation or anything else that needs to happen for the public defense of clients.
All right, any questions for Lori on this topic? No? Okay. All right, I will read the motion. I move to accept grant funds from the Washington Office of Public Defense in the amount of $115,000, amend the budget, authorize expenditure of the grant funds, and authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the Parks Director and City Attorney.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Great job getting this, the funding for this. Good job. All right, back to you, Council President.
Thank you, Council Member. And with that, we are at the end of our meeting. We are adjourned until 5 o'clock. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Kent City Council meeting for Tuesday, August 6, 2024. If you would all please rise and join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Kim, could you please call the roll?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mayor Ralph.
Here.
Council President Kaur.
Here.
Councilmember Boyce. Councilmember Boyd.
Here.
Councilmember Fincher.
Here.
Councilmember Larmer.
Here.
Councilmember Michaud.
Here.
Councilmember Troutner. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. So just as a reminder, tonight is a regular meeting of the City Council scheduled at 5 p.m. It is National Night Out as well as primary election night. So a lot of things going on. So we do try and have an abbreviated meeting starting at 5 p.m. so everyone can go out and join our neighbors for National Night Out. With that, are there any changes to the agenda? Okay, seeing none, a motion would be in order to approve the agenda as published.
So move.
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5, had to count there really quick, 5-0. All right, moving on to public communications. Our item this evening under public recognition is honoring our Employee of the Month. So every month here at the city, coworkers get together and they can nominate one of their teammates, coworkers in the city for Employee of the Month. This is somebody who exemplifies our mission, vision, values, and goals here at the city on a regular basis. And I will tell you, August 2024, no exception. Our Employee of the Month goes above and beyond every single day, and I'm really excited to tell you that our August Employee of the Month is Victoria Robin from our Law Department. I'm going to go ahead and read the bio, and then Christina, have you say a few words? All right. Victoria Robin is our August Employee of the Month. She was originally hired on October 27th, 2014 as a temporary term limited full-time assistant city attorney. Did you have to put all of that in your signature line? That is a lot for our law department. She moved into a permanent position on May 1st, 2015. On December 1st, 2022, her job was reclassed to her current position as a senior assistant city attorney. The senior assistant city attorney position is an experience-based position that is distinguished from an assistant city attorney by its advanced legal work that includes serving as a lead or mentor to others both within and outside of the city attorney's office and performing more complex professional attorney services requiring specialized legal knowledge and municipal government experience. Victoria was nominated because she does so much for our city. She is routinely there to assist various departments in the city to find creative strategies to address problems. She is adept at networking with different groups and stakeholders to solve these complex issues. Most notably, Victoria has been lead in the city's lawsuit against Phoenix Court. Due to Victoria's diligence and hard work on this case, it has forced the owners to make safety a priority. As such, we have seen a drastic decline in crime at the complex, and by proxy, several lives have been saved. This is primarily due to Victoria's passion and dedication for serving the citizens of Kent. Additionally, Victoria has had her hand in several different projects and initiatives in the city. She is always a phone call away and ready to assist when needed. Victoria is truly an asset to the citizens of Kent. She is not only an excellent attorney, but she is also a thoughtful and caring coworker. She routinely goes out of her way to spend extra time and effort to make coworkers feel welcome, support them professionally, and help recognize their milestones. Her efforts help make the office enjoyable and welcoming even when workloads are high. Specifically, she is one of 3 attorneys on the Sunshine Committee. She helped establish this committee and together works to recognize coworkers' birthdays, work anniversaries, and other life events. This is all in addition to being a trusted legal advisor to multiple city departments and driving the complicated Phoenix Court litigation as already mentioned. Victoria continuously embraces our values, and we celebrate her as August Employee of the Month. I also I also want to add, absolutely instrumental in bringing down the gas station located at 711 Central Avenue. Everyone watching and everyone in this room knows that gas station. It has been the bane of our existence for quite some time. And if it were not for Victoria's work on that, I truly believe that that gas station would still be standing. So for that, I am eternally grateful. So thank you very much. Christina.
So thank you. I would echo a lot of that. I've worked with Victoria for 7 years, and as the mayor said, she's just an amazing coworker. So first of all, she's an excellent attorney, and she's also caring and thoughtful colleague. So as an attorney, she's a zealous advocate for the city. You heard the mayor say how she's a driver of these code enforcement cases that are complicated and intricate and take a long time, and that have significant impacts on people's lives. And actually last year during National Night Out, someone talked to me about 711 Central. So if I see him tonight, I will mention things are very different this year. And as a coworker, as the mayor said, she's kind and thoughtful. She goes above and beyond. In addition to high workload, she's always doing extra things to throw us birthday parties, anniversary parties, and just to make it a great place to be. So Victoria's efforts on these personal and professional levels make the city a better place to work, and I think a better place to live. So for all these reasons, thank you.
Victoria, I always offer and never require. Would you like to say anything?
I am good. Thank you very much. I'm very honored.
All right.
I'm excited to get out for National Night Out, and I'm sure many code enforcement properties will be the subject of your conversation. So let me know I have to work on it.
Yeah, so thank you again. We are really, really grateful for everything you do for our residents every single day. All right, we're going to move on to community events. Council President.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have a couple events happening at Shower Center. There is August 17, Lamb of God, and then September 8th is Marca Registrada Goat Tour, and September 11 and 28, Thunderbirds are playing preseason and home openers. So make sure you buy your tickets on Shower's website and accessoshowercenter.com. And that is the end of my report. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next item on the agenda is reports from council and staff in an effort to get, Councilmember Fincher.
No, I'm good.
Okay, you're sure? Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Okay. Reports, generally at this point in the meeting, council members give the reports on the work that they are doing tonight over the last couple of weeks. I am going to skip my report, let you know that Pat Fitzpatrick's CAO report is in the council packet. And Council President, are there any reports from council members?
There are no reports tonight. We are all excited to get out to our neighborhoods.
All right,
Thank
perfect. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is public hearing. We do not have one this evening. Item number 7 is public comment. Kim, do we have anyone signed up for public comment?
We do not.
All right, moving on to the consent calendar. It's a compilation of items that the City Council has worked on at the Committee of the Whole meeting. They have received presentations, had an opportunity to ask questions and have discussion, and these items have passed out without controversy. Is there a motion to accept consent calendar items A through H?
So move.
Second it.
A motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item number 9 is other business. We do not have any this evening. That brings us down to the last 2 items on the agenda. We have 2 bid awards. The first one for Ruth Property Demolition, and joining us tonight for the last time, Terry Youngman.
Good evening, Mayor, Council President, Council members. Thanks for having me here tonight. Yeah, I bring to you a really basic item for all the other things we've done. This is the kind of work that it is. It's small and big, and they're all important. So tonight we have the Clark Lake Park Ruth Property Demolition Bid Award. Every time we acquire new properties, they tend to come with houses and outstructures and wells and things like that have to be demolished. And so we go through a process of removing these things from the property to take care of any attractive nuisance so that we have issues with these properties as we continue to manage them as a park setting. So let's see, there we go. So here's a view of the Ruth property, 248th Street on the south end of the picture here. You can see the homes, gazebo, pool, sport court, and various barns and outhouses. So it's a fairly complicated demolition. We actually hired a civil engineer to help us with the bid documents on this one because it's a bit more complex than our typical demolition is. And I'm glad that we did because we received positive bids because of the extra work that we went to in preparing the package. So at the end of all this, these will be removed from the property. All mature-sized trees will be preserved, so none of those will be removed as part of the demolition. Those will all be preserved in place. Results of the bid, we got 10 bids, so it was a really competitive bidding process. The engineer's estimate for the bid was $375,000 to $425,000, and Skycore Ltd. was the low responsible bidder with a bid of $145,574. So we come here tonight asking for approval of the bid to move forward with this scope of work.
All right. Any questions for Terry? Okay, seeing none, a motion would be in order.
Madam Mayor, I move to award the Ruth Property Demolition Project bid to Skycorp Ltd. and authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the city attorney and parks director.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Councilmember Michaud.
Thank you so much, Madam Mayor. Terry, as the mayor said, tonight's your last meeting with us. We're all super disappointed that you're going to be leaving, but very excited for you to have a new opportunity in Tacoma with our amazing park system. So we're super happy for you. You came to the city during an exciting time for the Parks Department here. There were a lot of opportunities. A lot of things were changing. New parks were opening, and you had your hands in a lot of different parks plans, and we're thankful for that. Not all those projects are finished, but I know that you will come back and visit and see the plans, how the new parks look. One of the big things that Terry was able to do for the Parks Department was the innovative, equity-driven parks and open space plan that gave us those equity maps. He's really ahead of the curve on that sort of thing for Parks Department. So thank you so much for all your work on that and really setting the stage for the future of the Parks Department here. So I thank you for your time and commitment to us while we had you, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, I really appreciate the kind words. That means a lot. It's been an absolute honor to be able to work for the city and to serve in a civic capacity for the residents who live in Kent. It's been some of the most rewarding work of my career, and I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to have spent time here, and we still live here, so you'll still see us in all the parks and, hanging out in Morrow Meadows and farmers markets and everything else. So you'll see us around, but thank you again, and, Kent's very lucky to have extremely strong leadership that is pushing the city ahead. So thank you so much.
Council President.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Terry. Thank you so much for all the work you have put into everything. I echo everything that Councilmember Michaud has said. You have done an amazing, amazing job helping our parks grow and develop into something amazing thing they are now. I mean, I love our parks. They have definitely changed over since I came into office. So, and I know you live around here, so I'm sure I'll see you. I know my kids enjoyed playing with your kids at Morrow Meadows Park, so hopefully we'll have those opportunities. But we will miss you, and good luck to you at your new job, but I'm sure I will see you around.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I will close this out. So Terry, I get the chance to work with you on a regular basis, and I can say second to none. Your passion and commitment to our park system and more importantly, what that means to our families is clear in everything that you do. Your out-of-the-box thinking, innovation, willingness to do things that haven't been done in our city before, as Council President said, truly has taken our park system to a different level. We have so much to be proud of, and your fingerprints are all over those projects. So I know that the kids, you're going to bring them, you're in Kent now. I know that for a very long time, you're going to be bringing them back and pointing out that this is what Dad did. And we're going to be telling that same story. So again, could not be more grateful. Thank you for everything you have done for our city. We are a better place because of it.
No, thank you so much. I'm going to get away from this microphone before I cry.
All right. Chad, I don't know that you can follow that. We have one last bid tonight, Meeker Street Multimodal, Kent Elementary School, and Meeker Street at 64th bid. Joining us tonight is Chad Beeren, our Public Works Director.
Thank you. A mouthful of a project, but very excited to be doing the next phase of Meeker Street improvements. So this is the section from the intersection at 64th along the school frontage on the south side of Meeker Street. Proud that we were able to get 2 grants to help fund this. One as a Safe Routes to Schools grant for just $1.88 million, 1.88. And then Washington State Department of Transportation Pedestrian and Bicycle Safety Grant for $1,807,000. And then budgeted city funding for Meeker Street of $500,000 that we added to it. So that should pay the vast majority of the costs. Any additional costs will come out of the street fund. And again, this will get us from 64th over to the driveway to the post office, which is right next to Fast Food Row. So it's the next in line for getting Meeker, and we're going to be from the river all the way over to that post office driveway at this point. And so it's pretty exciting given where we were, what seems like not very long ago. Years, it's a little while, but in Public Works years, it's not very long to get this far. We had 3 bids. The low bid was were provided by Gary Molino for $4.16 million, and the engineer's estimate was $3.7 million. So we're a little under due to the grant cycles and the way, or trying to make sure we're spending the grant dollars as expeditiously as possible. We put out to bid this summer, so a little later than we typically would, and probably saw a little bit of bid inflation based on that, but in general we're seeing bid inflation, so we figured we'd be saving more money than if we waited till next spring anyway. So we went ahead and did it. So a little over the engineer's estimate, but the bids did come in really tight. They were within 1% of each other, so pretty impressive. So it means the bidder package was clear to the bidders, and they all saw it the same way, so that makes us feel good. So recommend award to Gary Merlino.
All right. Any questions? All right, a motion would be in order.
Madam Mayor, I move to award the Meeker Street Multimodal, Kent Elementary School and Meeker Street at 64th Avenue intersection project to Gary Merlino Construction Company, Inc., in the amount of $4,160,459.82, and authorize the mayor to sign all necessary documents subject to final terms and conditions acceptable to the city attorney and Public Works Director.
Second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. So, Chad, like you said, Public Works years, city project years, just years. It has been so amazing to see the work that the city's been able to accomplish. When Meet Me on Meeker was really just a vision, and I can remember sitting in that room and everyone at the table saying, this is great, but it's never going to happen. We cannot afford this. Through the incredible work of Economic and Community Development, Public Works, and Parks, so many others, this vision is real, and you can see it, see people enjoying that, and it just continues to grow. And again, it is always so much fun to spend other people's money and then have something that we can be really, really proud of. So looking at all 3 players in the room, thank you very, very much for the work that has gotten us this far, and we're excited about it. So
happy to see it down.
All right. We do not have an executive session this evening, so that brings us.
I wanted to remind people that the Meeker Street Bridge is being worked on, so that is closed for the next couple of months.
That is correct. All right, that brings us to the bottom of the agenda. Excited to be out for National Night Out. We've got a lot of visitors signed up, and over 60 neighborhoods that are hosting events this evening. So with that, we are adjourned. Thank you all.
We have got our Kent Meridian VFW Post 6785. It's their commitment to support veterans and their family whenever and wherever needed. They're especially proud of their honor guard providing burial services at the Tahoma National Cemetery here in Kent.